It is me again, and this time around we are talking about the African Women Cup of Nations. So the draws happened on the 29th of April in Rabat, Morocco, and I must say the different groups are so interesting to watch. Female football over the years hasn't gotten that much of exposure like the male, like what we see from their male counterparts. I must say the draw happened on the 29th and it was a dominant one because just few media outlets got to talk about this draw. But that's why we are shining the spotlight on female football right here on Soccer Vibes Africa today. So before we get into the draws and who I think might be getting to the last stage of the tournament, I want you guys to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Let's get interactive. Which team are you looking forward to? My own speculation, I might be seeing the Super Falcons of Nigeria make it right up to the last day in July 24, or Cameroon might just be there like what happened in the last edition. Obviously, Cameroon always represents. But a team I must say I'm looking forward to this year's edition is Banyana from South Africa. I fell in love with this team and what they have done over the years. And the most outstanding game that I have watched from them in recent time is their game against Nigeria in the Aisha Buhari Cup, where they trashed Nigeria to win the very first edition of the Aisha Buhari Cup right at home. So it is going to be an interesting encounter in Group C between Nigeria and South Africa. I must say, I envy Uganda in Group A. Uganda is paired alongside host nation Morocco, paired against Senegal and Burkina Faso. Morocco and Uganda have not made it to the outcome ever since 2000. Interesting facts. This white Senegal's male team killing it when it comes to football in the continent. Their female team hasn't made it to the outcome ever since 2012. And for Burkina Faso, this will be their maiden edition. Well, I must say, the Burkinabés are obviously throwing their support to this female team as they expect them to, at least achieve the feat that their male counterparts did when they were in Cameroon this year, early January and February. Well, but that will be left to how they are able to play against Morocco, Senegal, and obviously Uganda. But in Group A, I predict Morocco to make it through because they are the favorites. They are the hosts. And obviously, the fact that their team male counterparts are making it to the World Cup, their female team will also want to be among the 4 finalists that would make it to the World Cup. And so I predict Morocco to top the group. And because of Senegal's male team, I might be going for Senegal, but I would say it will be between Senegal or Uganda. Burkina Faso might just be the surprising factor. You never can tell. What is happening in the group where Cameroon, the indomitable Lionesses, are lost? Cameroon is lost in Group B alongside Zambia, Tunisia, and Togo. Obviously, Tunisia is a great team, but Cameroon, I predict, will top that group. Yeah, their last games have not been all challenging, playing with the Central African Republic and all of that, but I think this team is going to make it right far. Let's remember, let me recall your memory. Sometime this month, sometime in April, early April to be precise, Shoot Adjara met up with Samuel Eto'o at Inter Milan, where he was being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And Samuel Eto'o told Adjara, I want you to take this team to our very first outcome final and lift that trophy. And to know of how much respect these players have for Samuel Eto'o, obviously they will put in their best to make sure everything comes out of it. So I'm gunning for Cameroon in this group, and I will go with Togo this time around, not Zambia, not Tunisia. Group C is going to center around Nigeria and obviously South Africa. These two teams will be rekindling their rivalries in football because they are two teams that have always argued about football, and they will be rekindling their rivalry. Well, we might just see what happens at the Aisha Buhari Cup play out when Nigeria opens their campaign against South Africa, or we might see Nigeria dominate South Africa. That will be left to both teams to decide. But we can only say, may the best team win.
We are in Group C, along with Nigeria, Botswana and Burundi. Burundi are debutants, and we've never played them before, but you know, they're not there by chance. We don't know a lot of them, but we've watched some of their games during their qualifying campaign, and we'll get as much information as we can on them to make sure that we really plan and prepare well to get us ready for the game. Botswana, our neighbors from Kosafa, were also debutants. We've played them many times before. We've never lost to them in 90 minutes in our last 10 meetings. But we must not forget the 2020 Olympic qualifier for Tokyo, where we could not score in either match and lost on a penalty shootout. Our games against them have always been difficult. It's always been tight. And this is going to be no different. It's going to be a very difficult game. So I think we know a lot of each other, having played each other so many times. And this game is going to be no different. So yes, we have to get ready and work on how we can get the points against them. And finally, Nigeria. You know, we've been put them in the same group so many times. 2006, 2008, 2010, and of course in 2018, we got our first win in the group stage against them, and ironically it was the first game. We got to the final, and unfortunately we lost to them on penalties. And they have shown over the years, you know, when it comes to the big tournaments, that you know, they're up for it. They're multiple winners and defending champions, so this game's not going to be really easy either. But you know, first games of the tournament are most important. We showed that in 2018, that you need to win your first game, and this is no different.
And it's going to be an interesting one to see Burundi and Botswana as well. No team should be ruled out in any tournament, especially a continental tournament, because every country has fought so hard to make it to that tournament, and so no team should be ruled out. Which team do you want to win? Which team do you want to see on the last day? Which team do you want to be crowned as champions in this edition of the outcome, the African Women's Cup of Nations? And why? Always precise, why? So we wish the best to these teams, and we say may the best women win, but we will be there as Africa, as fans, to support them. Guys, let's support these teams. Let's stream their matches. Let's buy tickets. Let's pour in a support. And I would like to say, it is women football. If the different delegations in Africa can come up, mobilize like how they did for the men, send in fans to go support them in Rabat, Morocco, it is going to push and make sure this football grows. Before, till I see you again, I remain Oni Ladanet, and make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share the video. See you again next time. Bye-bye.